Hello, this is Dr. Mia Loof again. I know I'm looking ragged. This does become an issue. So, nobody should really be trying to self diagnose. Okay? There's something here's what I'm saying. If you know yourself and your body really well, okay, you could tell something's just not that. So, when I do this, okay, it's not because I'm having a heart issue at all. I can tell the difference completely. This is reflex and other stuff. Yes, this is like an internal situation that is a bit unique, but it's not me having some kind of heart issue. If I know that's what it is, I'm gonna say my heart, my heart, my heart, my heart. You understand? Right. But if so when people see me out in public, like, ugh, uh, I mean, but it's not my heart. Like, this gets checked so much. So yeah, that I can tell the difference. So if it were a heart incident, you better believe I'd be telling people 911. But it makes it difficult for me to be out in the general public sometimes because you see somebody, But some people want to touch, and so for just, I know for sure if it's my heart. So I would call 911 or I'd ask for, but this is something different. And I know the difference in the way it feels. I know the difference in the way, right? It's horribly painful. Okay, but there isn't anything anybody can do about it. And drinking water and liquid oftentimes does not help. So I can't just let any old body give me some kind of advice or try and tell me that when you don't know anything. And I'm an empathetic person, and if I saw someone like me, you know what I'm saying? Right? I would be very concerned about their heart too. I appreciate people's concern, but you don't need to be that concerned about my heart, like my physical, okay? Because if I were having a real serious heart issue, I would know the difference. So, I understand proper procedure and medical and everything. But it's another reason why, like, now that I'm not uh, in a residence program, I have more leeway, which is what I needed in the first place to make this far less difficult on me. But anyway, I have a little more freedom to say, look, I don't need to go to the ER. Okay. On the rare occasion, see, here's one thing though. I don't. Sometimes I might get too dehydrated, and I can't replace. I can't use sports drinks, even the zero sugar ones, because now Gatorade, like there's a few zero sugar. Oh, it was so nice. Just slug one of those down all cold when it's hot. Unfortunately, the electrolytes. Like, I need to be far more careful with my electrolytes, and it isn't good advice for me to be drinking Gatorade or any of those. So that works great for some people, absolutely. And for the zero sugar Gatorade stuff, you know, some of it ice cold, like down one of those, feel a lot better. I agree. Okay, and it helps you with your electrolytes, but not every single person on earth is that way. And I'm one of those. I drink Gatorade. It's gonna be yummy and tasty, but I'm gonna have huge issues. So no like electrolyte drinks for me. I'll have to skip that. And I know carbonated beverages, however, when it comes to, I need something different from water sometimes, and something I know I'm going to drink. The reason I like the bubbly cherry is because it's finer, like it's different kind of bubbles from soda. So it's not as bad for this kind of stuff. But it is something that I know I drink, and there's no calories, and it's not like, so be as upfront with your medical people and care people and as you possibly can, even if it's embarrassing. Because like the more they know and the more you understand and the more you talk, the more they're able to explain to you in ways that make a whole lot of sense. A lot of people, therapists, right, even like caregivers, sometimes anybody who's right, but some advice is not sound sometimes. So you gotta understand how you react to things. And I'm in some ways doing better than I expected. Okay. But the reality is the reality that one, I really, really, really loved driving. Just even just to get in the car and turn on some music and just drive around scenic parts of, Maryland, Lower PA, whatever. Like is mental health, almost freebie. Almost. Okay. So I don't have those things anymore. And so I have other, but unfortunately, there are some people pushing and doing and online, particularly in reference to Etsy. I'm not going to be a part of it. So none of it was meant for me to get rich. None of it was meant for me to, I was a side gig, and I was just doing it so that I could have a little bit of routine, so that I could use my hands. Anyway, so that's all in the past, and I don't care. But I'm just clearing out. And if I can't sell it, it gets given away. And I'm not going to wait too long. So, and if nobody wants it, I throw it in the trash. Etsy is not my concern. I already built the brand. It's already there. So, and any of the t-shirt stuff I have left, I make my own, you know what I'm saying? Really, I don't care. So that's that. Etsy's closing out. Done. Don't have to think about it. Nobody's gonna be able to change it, and that's just how it is. So less stress. I don't give a shit somebody's disappointed with me. I freaking got stuff you couldn't even possibly imagine going on in my life. So hey, kiss my ass. You're not the judge of me. Your opinion is irrelevant to actual events. So I don't pay too much mind there. Um, so now that I've gotten things I know for sure I'm going to either try and sell or give away. Things are, they may not be as organized as I'd like, but I know they're going to be because certain things. So that's good. But I'm not putting myself through that stress. I'm not going to have anybody trying to, I mean, one purchase at my shop helps numerous people because I purposely, if I think I'm running out of like bracelets, I'll go on Etsy and I'll try and find a bracelet lot that I can afford on the budget. And then I buy from Etsy sellers. And I've spent a lot of money. Maybe not the same seller. Well, sometimes it depends on what's available or what I need to. But all that income's gone now for them. And I was raising 10% to try and build a charity fund. But that stops now. I mean, one purchase does all kinds of good and helps other people. And for some reason, somebody get a problem with that. And you don't have the balls to come, figure out how to come say that to my face. So, what you say online or what you think is irrelevant to actuality. It's also rather cowardly, I think. Regardless, so I mean, over time can build up and could actually be used as evidence against certain people regarding extortion. Really? I think I give a shit. I've had to seriously contemplate and have been praying for years and all these things that, all the big promises, well, most of them never get kept, but having to actually really take hold of, I actually need to know. Like, at 100%, I have a need to know. Other people do not about that particular situation. That is a documentary regarding a certain box. But I do. I may be a hell, or they may be a hell, but it's delicate and it's sensitive, and it isn't most of this world's problem or issue. But I'm not gonna just let it fall by the wayside and not freaking check with those who deal with those kind of things and have had experience with those kind of things and because I don't know how they work, people, but they're real. So some specialists who are ready for some and who don't scare easy and understand certain things are the ones that quietly. I won't release information. I don't. You see what I'm saying? Right. No names. No nothing. I really don't want to be doing this at all. But I can't ignore that. So I know there are people who aren't really going to take me at my word or can't fathom where I'm at, and that's okay. Because I'm not really talking to those people. And in my health, I'll put it this way. I, I, as just looking at things sort of diagnostically and medically when it comes to a like neurological issue. You know, I mean, yeah, right. It's, certain things could only happen like in a human body if it's got something to do with your CP, your brain communicating, and that's all neurological and electrical. So I'm at least 90% some kind of Parkinsonism. It isn't ataxia. It's not. Yes, there's so many things that I don't have those, right? So I do have a legit neurological issue, but I have another situation which severely complicates this, and every time I go outside my apartment for even like 20 minutes, things start getting bad for me quick. And so it's another reason that like having the ability to have like groceries delivered like Instacart. Sometimes they have like zero delivery fees, but it's still you gotta pay, right? Like I always make sure I'm thinking about the tip and other kind of stuff. So that's not something on a plain SSI income is easy to kind of maneuver. But I don't have family members that can do any of this for me, and I'm usually a pretty cool customer, but not this fucking time, and neither would anyone else really. Because if you said that, you'd probably be telling some fibs, or still delusional and processing. What the hell? So I know there is some otherworldly situation. I'm 100% on that. All the way. Research it, everybody. I am trying because writing is hard, you understand? And typing and just taking time. So, as everybody let me get out what I need to get out when I can. And for researchers, like, you can, whatever you need, like, this is free. And adults should be checking everything before anything. I say put right, it hasn't goes into anybody under 21. You see what I'm getting at? But a dick pic is not some dream happy fairy tale for me. So anybody psychically connected, I mean, I need females to try and like just keep a distance. Not because I'm gonna, but if something's attacking me and I'm a female, I think it's just safer. So psychic connections don't have me involved in any kind of side, nothing, just whatever. It's not good. I don't know how they travel. I don't know how old they are. I don't know if that one got put back. I don't know, but I need to know. And I'm very tired, but trying to get proper sleep has been very difficult. And I don't have proper recording equipment to cover certain spaces in my apartment right now, but I have no laptop. And I think that I can get it at least, yes, or I can get it online and have a second perspective. I really wish that I had the energy and ability to get this live when I was trying to go to sleep last night between like 8:30 and 9, because then you would have seen some things that would help you understand better. But I'm working on that, okay? But that's why I need help. Okay? I mean, I have to do my own IT. There are times I'm okay, but then like I'll just stop doing what I'm doing and like that. Right. So as for the ufologists, it's kind of, well, whatever they're called now. I mean, ever since I was a little kid, I really enjoyed that. Yeah, I was one of those amateur sky watchers, and I look at all the things, but a lot of things are explainable earthly wise. Okay. But there's some things maybe people haven't seen before or experienced. And so to you, it might seem a little more mysterious. But before I was born in 19, I mean, SETI has been around for this. Like, how is anybody thinking that a lot of this is a secret? SETI is right out, like, they're, yes, all over the world. There are people who study and collect that and do the actual testing and veracity, right? And so, you know, I know the difference between like a communication satellite, any kind of satellite, moving, and other things. And I know that some airplanes, if they're coming at you like this, okay, the illusion is it's just one light standing still for a little while. So you always got to wait, you know what I'm saying? Make sure. So I'm not prone to fantastic thinking. You get it? Uh, I can't work my own case. I can't. And I should have someone who's at least like somewhat medically sound around me. A male who can be in my apartment every so often. And I need some company here. Like, so freaking badly, I can't even, like, put it in words. But me trying to pick up stuff, me trying to move stuff, I mean, I'm not really bathing properly. I mean, I do, well, anyway. But the worst of all this has been happening to me, I think. Like, I was kind of like stuck in my apartment, and no matter what anybody would say or do, it's like, I hear you. I just can't do squat about it. But I can't afford to be paying people to run errands, you know. But the neurological situation is one thing that I hear. But this other stuff, there's no easy answer. And I mean, That's not a sneeze. Ah. Like, it's very unique feeling, and it sucks. So what that was is something that will happen occasionally, but it's like I said, this thing's been ramping up. And so it's kind of like this part right here is trying to take over something. But I don't know how to explain it. Okay. But when it comes to abnormal psych, and yeah, not even, this is not even covered anywhere. So, I do have to kind of go different approaches, but I'm doing my very best not to startle anybody. Okay. And since it's been happening to me, maybe it's not happening to someone else, which is good, but it shouldn't be happening at all. So it's an otherworldly situation. And I kept sensing ancient, but a Dybbuk now makes way more sense. So, well, I don't know if I'm being harmed in physical and emotional and other kinds of ways. So I need help blocking all that. But I need a reasonable friendly with me pretty much most of the time. It doesn't have to be one person, you understand? But yeah, no, it's less stress. It it's kind of like it, it's kind of like there's two separate things trying to talk at the same time. But that sound that I made sounded like a sneeze, but it was not a sneeze. It didn't come from here, or it came from here. So these are definitely unique and not normal to me. You understand? A lot of times it feels like I can't get any kind of air, but the, even puffer, right? It's not like any of that helps. I mean, it helps, like, yes, rescue, right? Occasionally, especially dust, right? Allergy, but this just doesn't feel the same anymore at all. And so I'm really trying not to say things like they're a confirmation, but sometimes, on occasion, okay, it does feel like there's something trying to push out of me. But there are some medical conditions that there are few. Okay. And so the thing is there isn't one that covers some of the other things that go on. So, you know, whatever it is ramping up the pain on me here. And I'm going to be no good. I'm going to be laying in my bed. And, apparently people are just, let me lay there and die. And I don't appreciate any for that. But I don't want certain people involved in things because they don't know what the hell. Then I would like to stress again, I say over 21 because some of it is adult, some of it is specialized. I don't have time for teenagers or adults who act like teenagers online. I don't have time for people who aren't seriously interested in some kind of like research or information or having civil, regular, academic style kind of conversation. Well, I put some of that aside too. So, Parkinson's or Parkinsonism, sure. But this other situation is I'm being attacked. I'm not going to do any work because I can't. And I think it's this otherworldly situation. And whichever one's trying to do me harm, so my life expectancy is not that great right now. If it were just Parkinson's or another, it would be different and I'd be trying harder. But I can't risk exposing children or women to something. I don't know how it works. I don't know how. But Dybbuk's don't move like human. I mean, they might move through time and energy and mass. I don't freaking know, people, but I gotta know at 100% for sure, for everybody's sake, the status of that particular box is all. For my sake and others, it's delicate. I need help. And I need a few people around me who are going to be okay for me to be around. And they got to be males. Because the males do not seem to get attacked like I do. So the males are safer than females here. And no, you don't get some rich, sell them like they're suckers ideas out of this. Not allowed. Nobody's going to be selling tickets to this shit. So, if certain organizations, groups, and law and whatever could be on the lookout for the looky-loos and the wackadoos with the cameras and no one is being asked to take a pilgrimage here. You understand? Who isn't completely aware and prepared. As a female, I can say that the constructs of this world are have gotten so bad that it isn't fair to ask any human to live anymore. And if it's not supposed to get worse and it's supposed to get better, then we go in the wrong direction, and I need some freaking help. But I don't want psychic, playful, and yeah, don't try. Don't try. If I am not ready to get it, you can't do anything about it other than pray and try and get a hold of church rabbis quietly. So I've been going through this for a while. And that's the only reason that I look calm. So I can't think about money. I don't give a shit about money. A certain food, it's like I do kind of need to eat stuff I know I can get in my face, and that costs extra money. So I'm tired, that's for sure. But Etsy shop closing, that's less stress. I can clear some stuff out and move some stuff around, which is good. So less stress. Now I gotta make sure that certain doctors know. It's like, well, just because that's all you have on your schedule doesn't mean that my illness and my situation works around your schedule, doctors. And that's another thing. It's like, what the hell? Like, if there's even 5% possibility that I have some kind of weird fucking dimick in me, I really don't want to be exposed to other people. I cuss a lot of people. That's not weird. That's not abnormal. Okay? Right. That's normal for me. That's another reason why Tony wanted her over, just because it's like, no need to get it out. And any kind of research or any kind of assistance, I can't work my own case is the problem. So it's a today emergency. Okay? And if I don't ask a certain person to do it right, it's okay to just stay clear. Like, I'm not worried about anyone who can't help me. I'm okay with that. Just no problem. Well, I don't want you to either. You know what I'm saying? I wish this was like TV. But it isn't. So I know normal responses, right? Media don't do normal response. Just try and be helpful. And there are a lot of people who can. But as far as equipment, paranormal research, I don't. But I usually just use whatever is made available to me. So trying to, it should be recorded when I sleep, because I'm not. Yeah. Okay. Um. And Sometimes I don't even have the wherewithal to even pick a computer. It happened to me last night. To pick up this computer. By the way, sometimes the stream will stop. I think at like 2 hours or something. Right, that happens. You can't. So sometimes my stream gets cut off. It's either internet or it's just that you hit the 2 hour live mark. Some can pay to have money for that, people. No, I can't give anybody money. I can't have the curious looky loos. I can't have people like asking me, begging for cigarettes and trying to get my meds or talking a bunch of stuff that, well, they don't know sometimes what's coming out of their mouth. But it seems to agitate whatever this situation is. And then it causes me very serious pain. I can't be with. So I have to stop my interactions online a great deal. And I might have to, stop using Twitter for a little while. But anybody who follows or sees my Twitter account, just know if I say my YouTube channel, if it says emergency SOS and there's no doubt, well, then at least take the time to try and look. And if you can't do anything about it, you may pass it on to someone you think might know better quietly so that I can get 100% confirm on a certain box. Will have a certain ancient freaking creature in it without causing either me or that family any further issue best as possible. And there may be others. So I cannot 100% guarantee to anybody that I did not have some sort of weird thing, other living thing in me. I would love to do that, but it wouldn't be the right thing for me to do. But it may not be at all the case. Just I cannot rule it out. So this is not for fun. This is not a game. This is not a test. This is not an experiment. This is true horror reality of my life. So quit trying to make me fucking smile. I can't be around anybody. Like, you understand? I can't be around anybody. I cannot be around just anybody. And leaving my apartment is causing everybody problems and me pain that I cannot bear. So if my online stuff can just lapses, I'll try to at least get a tweet and every ounce of strength and energy that I have during the day will be to get as much out this way as I possibly can for researchers and whatever. So my greater issue is not necessarily Parkinson's right now. So Anyway, just seems to me that there's more interesting activity that this doesn't, that often any kind of normalcy. And I'm not currently able to rule out some other kind of living something that is causing me these issues. But I'm not at all harmful to anyone that way. I mean, I might say bitchy things because it's just, you get what I'm saying? Right. So you're okay there. But I don't know if this, whatever this is capable of attacking someone. But males tend to do way better around me. So I don't give a shit. Females, stay the fuck away. Please. For your sakes. Some of the more not at all for the squeamish details aren't gonna be here in the next month or so. And if I don't freaking make it, okay, don't even use your imagination. Just assume that it's really bad and you wouldn't want it to happen to you. So any quiet, discreet assistance that I can get that is academic, level-headed, being actual, real, any kind of knowledge and understanding about Divics. And anybody who's had, and they don't want to, I get it. If it's too painful for someone, I get it. Don't. But maybe somebody wrote it down, you have friends who are going to document it. I don't plan on releasing any public information about that kind of stuff. Okay? And I'm not in competition with anyone for anything. So, you know. And even if I had a boatload of money, I would not be strong enough and healthy enough to be able to handle it anyway. I mean, I'm just not strong enough to even really leave this apartment. But it's not just some, social services, right? You see what I'm saying? Right. Obviously, prayers would be very helpful and just quiet conversation so I can get 100% verification of the status of a certain particular possible Divic. Please. So that's what I need from experts who aren't freaking out. And for anybody who has extra time or I just need company in my apartment. Pretty much all the time. But it was like a paranormalist or a researcher or something. Like, I don't mind if equipment gets brought in here, understand? But I gotta be in this It's like, you can't take me out of this environment without killing me right now. So, if people ask me questions, but they need to be questions that are pertinent. I don't want anybody thinking you're badass, because trust me, you aren't. It's not a good way to go sometimes. So, if you've watched a lot of TV shows on that does not make you an expert. I am a certified investigator, but I can't investigate my own freaking case here. And it isn't a media draw. It's not a ploy. I'm not trying to get money. I don't want anything. I want to not be attacked by something. And I don't want vulnerable people anywhere near me. So if the anomalous researchers and the paranormalists could quietly help me get 100% information on the status of that particular situation, that would be helpful. But I don't want media swarms around me, and I don't want them around that family. Okay? But anyone, a male who doesn't care easy, any company here, like right away. Okay? But no Etsy. I can't even think about it. I mean, and I can't. Things have to change like immediately, no matter what I said 3 days ago, because activity is ramping back up. And I have confirmed a little bit of it. And the lights here, the off camera, you can see, but these would blink and then these would blink. Okay. And there were no, of course, I handled the lamp. Like, I could not make it blink. Okay, I check the cords, I do all that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I do have remote light bulbs, GE Wi-Fi, but I had no Wi-Fi when those ones were blinking. So that makes it a little different. I didn't have Wi-Fi, I didn't have No, my phone was off entirely, and the Wi-Fi had, because shortly a while after I got off that stream, those were doing it, like on the side, and I was kind of noticing. But once that's, that stopped because I turned off the light, but like the light switch. But these were doing it, and I checked every freaking possible thing. Occasionally, I would just try, like, Someone I know died last month. Just to see, okay? Because I have something that belongs to him. So, just in case, I'll say a name, see if I can get, blink once for blink twice. Yeah, I mean, I trust me, you know, and a lot of it is innocuous to me. It doesn't, but no. I have some kind of entity causing me very serious harm, and harm that should never, ever, ever, ever have even been allowed to happen to a female or male. Okay. There are no female heroes when it comes to me, you understand? That's why I don't want to be around children. I love children. But now that I've seen that and I've been praying and I've been looking and I'm just like, okay, well, there's still something. I mean, gotta be one. I don't know, but they need to know the answer. I was not expecting Dybbuk. And since I don't know how they work, and since there are physical things that aren't normal to human body happening to me, I have to put out warnings that there is a possibility that the fucking thing is in me. So I need serious help. I can't rule it out yet. So anyone who can help me without making some sort of mass media fucking spectacle, please do. As soon as you possibly can. But don't anyone be psychically connected to me, especially if you're female, because I don't know how they work. Okay? And don't take it personally. I don't, I cannot rule it out. So I can't work my own case. I need as much help as I can get from discreet adult people. Thank you for that. But everybody else, just try and stay safe and don't open any fucking boxes. Some will have that charm. They'll charm you to open it. So please, let's try and I don't know, put them in cement, or I don't know if sending him in a rocket to the freaking like toward the sun so they burn him. I don't know if we'll fire what that does to them. You understand? So I need serious, real time, genuine people who have much better handle on Dybbuk's than I do. Please. But nobody walk around being scared. Okay? This hasn't made me do any bad. It can't. You understand? Like, but unfortunately, I can hit such a depth of sorrow that it's like killing my soul. So I don't want like easy way to kill myself. You know what I mean? That's why I don't have one at home. but I don't mind them as long as they're handled exactly properly. Okay, so people who I've known in my life and all, it's sort of like, I just reiterated, it's not like I purposely, intentionally was trying to, nothing was purposely, like I didn't call you back or there's some or this, whatever. I mean, you're just gonna have to forgive me. But at least you have this now. And I hope that everybody's doing way better than I am. For sure. Like, absolutely. But try not to experiment with the paranormal, please, people. Because 4 million times it could be just some, right? But on that next realm, none is better than people who have better training and understanding are the ones who handle those things. Okay? So everybody take care. And as I get things, if there's any activity, I'm gonna try and get a little rest and get a little food and organize a little bit. I'll probably be back sometime later. So just take care. And by the way, even if you're really pissed off at somebody, and sometimes you may have a right, like, what the? Always say this: I love you, but you had really caused an issue that you can't escape from. And if you don't talk to those people for a little while, because you have a right, at least they know. Okay? So don't be afraid to tell people you love them. But don't forget to do it sometimes, especially when you're mad. But sometimes it's hard to do. But it can happen. And it's like good to do that. All right, everybody. Please, everybody, be as careful as you can with each other. And I'm praying to the Holy Lord, Father God, that this is seen and processed quickly. Because I needed help for freaking 11, 12 years. So there's some people with some little baby, and yeah, in some cases, no. This one's a world type of emergency. So just as much help as I can get. Okay. All right. Take care.